Hello everyone, today we're going to learn how to blow dry. Now before we start today's lesson, you will need a hairdryer. You'll also need to have a nozzle. So the nozzle is an attachment, it is optional. You can also get a diffuser to add on the end for curly hair. Just make sure that your nozzle is facing this way and not like that. Okay, so it should look quite wide from the side. Another thing that you will need is a cutting comb for sectioning. You'll also need 4 section clips so that you can clip up your hot cross bun sections. And then you're going to need a round brush or a brush to dry the hair with when you're blow drying. These two, which are the smaller ones, 13 and 12, I wouldn't use these unless you're on really short hair because it would just get tangled up. These two brushes are a bit more popular on longer hair, so you've got 15 and 16. I would use the bigger brush where possible. The bigger the brush, the bigger the root lift. So we want to try and get the root lift into the hair as we're blow drying it. So let's just go through some health and safety concerns regarding the hairdryer. Now, in order for the hairdryer to work, we have to plug it in. Please make sure that your hands are dry, they're not wet. And also for the hairdryer, once switched on, it sucks air through the back and it comes out the front. So, if I accidentally suck it onto my clothes or onto the client's gown, it will stop that airflow from happening and get really hot and stop working. So make sure that the airflow is working at all times. The back bit here is really important. This guard is on there to stop it sucking up your hair when you're blow drying. So please make sure that you have the guard on there. If you get a hairdryer and the guard isn't on there, don't use the hairdryer. It's not safe to use, okay? Now with the hairdryer, it has 2 different speeds, 2 different temperatures. So you've got slow, fast. You've also got 2 different heating. So you've got really hot and kind of medium, and there is a cold setting on there as well. You won't be using the cold setting, but you can start off using the medium setting. So you could do fast speed, medium heat. I wouldn't use fast speed, high heat until you get really good at blow drying, because the last thing I want you to do is burn the client's scalp because you're too close to it. Okay, so we're going to go through how to actually angle and blow dry, and most importantly, you've got to learn to pick up the hair using the brush, using the hairdryer, using the brush, using the hairdryer. So we keep that motion going all the times. When you first pick up your hairdryer, decide what hand is strongest for you. The stronger hand, you're going to hold the brush in. The weaker hand, you're going to hold the hairdryer in. Some people are really good and they can swap and use both, but if you're not, then just make sure you get your strongest hand with the hairdryer, with the brush holding onto it. Okay, so let's go through how to actually blow dry someone's hair. So starting off, we have got that lovely hot cross bun sectioning going on there. The hair is not 100% wet. We have to have it 70% dry before we section the hair. I want to see nice straight lines as well. So the bottom section I've brought down about 1 inch, and I start in the middle and blow dry the first section, making sure that I don't drop the hair at any point. I collect it on the hairbrush, I collect it on the hairdryer as well. I bring down the next section, which is about another 1 inch in width, and I start in the centre. Now making sure that I dry the roots first. You can see that I'm shaking it towards the head. That way I don't burn the client's scalp. So the airflow is really important as well. We're not burning the client's scalp. We're not directing it into the skin. If anything, it's burning us. Now our posture needs to be really good as well when blow drying. Both of our arms need to be up. No arm should ever be close to the body. Elbows up high, head held straight, not at an angle. So next section, I am lifting the hair. What I don't want to do, I don't want to brush the wet hair into the dry hair at any point. So you should be able to see sections of where I've blow dried. A bit like when you take the rollers out, you can see where the roller was. We don't want to brush it in together at any point, not until the very end. So lift it and let's dry it. Once we've done the back section, We're then going to go onto a side section, pick any one that you want. And exactly the same as putting in your rollers, you start at the bottom, you work your way up to the top, lifting the hair as we go, directing the airflow, making sure that we round the ends using our round brush. And very lastly, once we do one side, we've got to repeat it on the other side and just finish off the blow dry. So once the hair is completely dry, just make sure there's no wet bits, blow drying it back off the face and just putting it into a suitable style. And there you go, that's your finished blow dry.